Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So SANDRONE'S kit just fully leaked, and I genuinely was not expecting it to be this different. It's a kit with a lot of potential and sounds really fun to play. She has a brand new reaction, a playstyle built around managing a heat gauge in real time, and constellations that honestly just keep getting more insane as you go deeper. In this video, we're going through everything you need to know about this new SANDRONE leak. So, first things first, SANDRONE is a 5-star Cryo Claymore character. That's a combination people have been hoping for a long time, and honestly, it makes a lot of sense once you understand what her kit is trying to do. Cryo Claymore is a pretty empty space in the roster right now, and she's clearly designed to fill it in a big way. People are already comparing her to Nuvolette in terms of carry potential, and after going through her kit, that comparison doesn't feel far off. Her entire damage output is built around her charged attack, but this isn't a standard charged attack. It's a continuous cryo laser that you hold down, and while you're channeling it, it also fires periodic procs that trigger a new reaction called stellar superconduct. So you're dealing cryo damage continuously and triggering reactions on top of that at the same time. The issue is that she has a heat gauge attached to the charged attack. Every second you're channeling, that gauge is filling up. If it reaches max, you overheat and you get forcibly kicked out of the attack. You can't just hold it down indefinitely and win. You have to actively manage when to stop. That's exactly what her elemental skill is for. When you use it, it reduces a significant chunk of the heat gauge, which directly buys you more time in the charged attack before overheat kicks in. On top of that, it also deals a hit of stellar superconduct damage, though that hit has lower multipliers compared to what the charged attack itself generates. The gauge reduction is the more important part in practice. The way it's designed, the skill basically acts as a reset that lets you keep your charged attack going much longer than you normally could. If you're using it well, you're smoothly cycling between channeling and skill presses to never actually overheat. If you're not, you'll hit max gauge, lose your window, and waste a significant chunk of your damage potential. That gap between good and bad play is going to be very noticeable on her. Her elemental burst is more straightforward. It fires 2 hits, one of stellar superconduct damage and one of cryo damage. It's not the complicated part of her kit, but it fills an important role. When you're not in your charged attack window, the burst is your main source of damage, and the stellar superconduct hit it provides also helps maintain the field that her whole team is built around. Which brings us to the most important thing to understand about her: stellar superconduct itself. Stellar superconduct is a new, upgraded version of the regular superconduct reaction coming with the SNESnaya era of the game. Regular superconduct has been weak for a long time. Almost nobody used it because all it did was reduce physical resistance, which is only useful in physical damage teams. Stellar superconduct completely throws that out. It still requires cryo and electro to trigger, but instead of just shredding resistance, it creates a field when activated. Inside that field, characters who are capable of dealing stellar superconduct damage, right now that's SANDRONE and likely future SNESnaya supports designed around the system, deal that enhanced damage type. Every other cryo or electro character inside the field gets a flat plus 38% damage bonus to their respective element. That's a massive number for something that's just passively applied by being in the field. A character like Raiden Shogun, for example, is providing off-field electro to help trigger and maintain the reaction, and getting a 38% electro damage bonus while doing it. The whole system is very clearly SNESnaya's version of what Nod Cry did with Lunar reactions, a nation-specific reaction that reshapes how you build and play teams around those characters. Now, for constellations, C1 makes the heat gauge fill more slowly, so you naturally get longer charged attack windows before overheat, and it also adds 30% stellar superconduct damage. This one is genuinely impactful from a field standpoint. The heat gauge is the most annoying part of her kit at C0, and C1 directly smooths that out while also being a meaningful damage increase. A really solid stopping point if you're thinking about pulling constellations. C2 is where things get serious. It adds stellar superconduct damage equal to 100% of her attack as a flat bonus, and every time a laser tick from her charged attack hits, she gains plus 40% attack, up to 3 stacks. 3 stacks means plus 120% attack total. Because C1 already extends how long she can stay in the charged attack, she can realistically build and hold all 3 stacks within a single rotation window, which means every tick she fires is hitting harder than the last. The community is pretty much in agreement that C2 is where her damage ceiling makes a real jump, and it's generally being called the ideal stopping point for players who want to invest seriously without going into full Constellation territory. C4 adds an additional stellar superconduct hit during the charged attack, dealing 125% attack every 4 seconds, automatically. No extra button presses, no extra conditions. It just adds more damage to windows you're already in. Strong, but requiring 4 copies of a 5-star puts it firmly in spender territory. C6 is on another level entirely. When her attack stacks from C2 are maxed at 3, it splits into 2 scenarios. If she's inside a stellar superconduct field, every single laser tick adds 4 extra hits, each dealing 50% attack as stellar superconduct damage. If she's outside the field for whatever reason, it switches to 7 hits of 75% attack cryo damage per tick. Either way, stellar superconduct damage also gets an additional 20% boost on top of everything else. The outside the field fallback choice is a thoughtful design choice. It means she doesn't completely fall apart if the field drops or you're in a team where maintaining it is harder. C6 is broken, straightforwardly, but at least it's designed with some nuance. And for the teams, future Snezhnaya and Electro characters, with Vajanitsa being the most talked about name in leaks, are almost certainly being designed to interact with this system in even more specific ways, and the Superconduct artifact set that became farmable in 6.6, giving a huge amount of Superconduct reaction damage and critical rate on Superconduct-affected enemies, is clearly there in preparation for exactly this kind of team. Well, that's it for today's video. 6.7 is shaping up to be a genuinely big patch. I'll keep covering updates as beta moves forward and more gets confirmed. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one where we'll break everything down even further. Until then, good luck with your pulls and take care. Bye! If you want to play games outside of gacha, but let's be honest, Steam prices can get pretty expensive. That's where Loot Bar comes in. Loot Bar is mainly known as a top-up platform, but they also have a game key marketplace where you can find discounts of up to 80%. For example, I've been wanting to try Resident Evil for a while now. On Steam, it's priced at $82, but on Loot Bar, it's only $54. That's already $28 saved without doing anything. And if you're a new user, the price drops even further to just $49. That's over $33 off just for signing up. And it doesn't stop there. There's also a 20% cash back promo, so you're saving even more. You can activate your key in about 30 seconds, and you'll get money back on top of it. Loot Bar has a 4.9 rating on Trustpilot with tens of thousands of reviews. They offer official keys, instant delivery, and even a 7-day refund guarantee. Honestly, it's just a cheaper and smarter way to buy real games. Check out my link in the description and the pinned comment.